Percocet and screaming that she wants some more. Bottle popping, blunt rolling, next deals make you do the most. She popped a Percocet and screaming that she wants some more. Do you really wanna party with a nigga like me? Show me what it is, then. Tell me if you in there. I just wanna give you everything you need. Baby, what you want now? Bottle popping, blunt rolling, X pills make you
Mr. Exclusive.
She popped a Percocet and screaming that she wants some more. Bottle popping, blunt rolling, X pills make you do the most. She popped a Percocet and screaming that she wants some more. Do you really wanna party with a nigga like me? Show me what it is, then. Tell me if you in there. I just wanna give you everything you need.
Hey everyone, this is Petty Murphy here for the Petty Murphy Project, letting you guys know that myself and my partners at the House of Sight and Sound podcast, we're bringing to you Game 2 of the Rock and Ball Celebrity Charity Basketball Game, Shooting for Wellness, live Saturday, February the 10th at the Wichita Sports Forum. You guys do not want to miss this full night of entertainment, and it kicks off with the turn up before tip-off with a performance from Miss B, and then your halftime performer will be Jot XO. You guys do not want to miss this event as we're coming together and we're raising funds and awareness for various organizations that advocate for mental health. So you can get your tickets now at $5. Go to eventbrite.com. Kids get in for free. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock, everyone. So don't want to miss this event. It's going down Saturday, February the 10th, live at the Wichita Sports Forum. We'll see you there. I'm Petty Murphy, and I approve this message.
You are listening to Vibes of the Country here on the Petty Murphy Project.
And welcome to another episode of Vibes of the Country here on the Petty Murphy Project. I am your host, Petty Murphy, and man, it is Monday. We make it to Monday. It's been a very, very hard Sunday. If you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, like me, I'm not even going to go into it. You know what it is. But we're going to get you guys ready as well. Everyone, as you guys know, you guys see the promo and everything else. We got Brain Gang All-Stars coming on to the Petty Murphy Project Saturday, December 23rd, live at 8 o'clock p.m. Everybody, you guys do not want to miss that interview. We also got the Rock and Ball Celebrity Charity Basketball Game that's going down October, excuse me, that was game 1. February the 10th, live from the Wichita Sports Forum in Wichita, Kansas. We are raising awareness for mental health awareness, everybody. Make sure you guys get your tickets now on eventbrite.com, everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, my special guest here is a musical artist, very great song that you're going to hear today, here on the Petty Murphy Project. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Miss Beth Holli here on the Petty Murphy Project. Beth, welcome to the Petty Murphy Project. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing great. I am blessed. And can you tell everybody where you reside at right now?
I'm right now at this moment in Birmingham, Alabama.
All right.
Born and raised.
Okay. So I got to ask you a question because you do live in Alabama. Roll Tide or War Eagle?
Go Noles.
Oh, you know what? You are 100% correct. I think Florida State did get robbed of playing in the playoff. I'm sorry, hate to say that to those who are in Alabama that are Roll Tide fans. We're Roll Tide fans. Florida State went undefeated. Texas should be over to Alabama, but that's another story. All right, Beth. Now,
Let me show you, Patty.
go ahead, go ahead. What you got? Ah, yes, go Noles, go Noles.
Yeah, that
But
was my school.
I hate to say this. I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan. Wide left. Okay, but not respecting Florida State and their history, especially with Bobby Bowden, Deion Sanders, you name it. Not respecting Florida State. I still think they should have gotten to the football playoff. It should be they should be playing against Washington, not Alabama. Who cares? But you're doubting Alabama, and you are a music artist. I haven't had a chance to listen to her song "Crazy Love," which will be the world premiere. You will hear that soon. But Beth, how long have you been doing music for?
Since I was 4.
All right, and how did you get started in doing music? What inspired you to do music?
My dad was a producer,
Uh huh.
and he decided that he was also a songwriter. So he
Okay.
came in one day and he put some headphones on my head and said, "All right, baby girl, sing what you hear." So, because he used to hear me singing with his songs that he was writing and working on, and I did, and it just went from there. Next thing I
Oh,
know, I was on the Country Boy Eddie show, which was a local TV program every morning at 5 o'clock.
uh huh.
From there, I'm sorry, I'm about to sneeze. And then from
Okay.
there, we just put up Christmas decorations, and
Eh, Dust in the air. Dust in the air. I
yeah,
know how you feel.
Country Boy Eddie show, and then started from there and went to other local shows and kind of built my way up to Opryland theme park. So,
Okay. All
mhm.
right, and with the theme, especially with country music, especially being now in Alabama, who were the artists that you listened to growing up outside of your dad's music?
uh, Dottie West, Barbara Mandrell,
Okay,
Lee Greenwood, Kenny Rogers, Loretta Lynn, Crystal Gale. Those were
all
all
right,
big influence.
all right, and you've been doing this since all your life. What struggles? Because I know there's a lot of artists that do start out in music very young, and then there's artists that are in our age group that still want to get into music, and they go through these everyday struggles. What struggles and that you've gone through, and how are you able to basically use those struggles to build this testimony that brought you to where you're at right now?
At 14, I was at Opryland Music Park, and you were supposed to be 16 to be employed. So I
Mhm.
got fired because I was too young. At that time, Dottie West, excuse me, Dottie West said, "If you want to see what the road's like, let's go see what the road's like." So that's what started it. But I would say the biggest thing when you're starting out is you've got to develop that thick skin of understanding rejection and not taking it personal, but taking it as, okay, this is what I have to work on. This is what I have to improve. Because it's not, most people are good. They're not out to just maliciously pound you and put you down. If somebody comes to me and says, I know you like that song, but you don't sound that well doing it, it's not a slam. That's just to let me know you need to sing that song in the shower and not on stage.
Right.
That's you have to, and to listen to what someone is guiding you and saying to you. If they have your best interest at heart, don't take it personally and get all mad and I'm changing people now. No, you got those people in your life because they were guided to you. Listen to them. Most
Absolutely.
importantly, don't ever think that you are better than someone else. That will
Right.
get you out in a heartbeat.
Definitely. You gotta remain humble.
Exactly. Being humble and understanding, being open and realizing who put you where you are, which would be the people that listen to you, the people that admire you, the people that support you, the people that tell you yes and no is what this is what I hear. I have a friend of 38 years and a friend
Uh
of
huh.
40 plus that are still with me. that have always been there to do my wardrobe, to help me with my choice of songs, and I trust them with my life as much as I do my career. But they've never
Right.
been in the business. They've always just been honest with me about what songs I chose or how I was performing it, where I was putting my inflections, where where I should perform or how. These
Right.
people are looking and helping me from an audience perspective, and I listen to them. I've had other professionals that my music coach was at the recording studio with me the last time when I recorded Bail Money, and
Uh-huh.
she was like, "I don't know why you got me here. She's just as good as I am. She's been doing it with you for all this time." Well, that's true. But she does. She knows how to get me to do certain inflections and certain things because we've been together for 38 years.
Right.
But I mean, I love my vocal coach. I love her. I've known her for 40 plus years. So, the people that I have surrounded myself with, have I been at a certain level that some of these people want to achieve? No, I have not reached that level on my own, but I'm still happy doing what I do. I enjoy just performing.
Right.
It comes to you when you enjoy what you like. And this is just the advice
Absolutely.
I'm giving these new people that want to build their career. I mean, I'm 61 years old. I gave
Uh-huh.
it up to get married and have children, and now decided in 2019, I woke my husband up and said, "I think I'm going back into show business." And he said, "Oh, I'm excited, hot damn." So I come home and there's a recording studio in our house.
There it is.
That's
That's
the music.
beautiful.
You've got to have the support of your spouse, boyfriend, person that you're involved with, family. That is the real key, is who your supporters are.
Absolutely. And I gotta ask you this as well, is because I'm in comedy. I'm in the comedy business, so I know the entertainment business just like it's the music business.
Hmm.
There's a lot, like you said, you gotta have that support system that's going to basically keep it real with you.
Right.
Have you ran into a lot of people that say they can do things for you and actually they haven't turned out anyway? Have you met a lot of people that claim to be this and that in the entertainment business and it can get you at that level where you want to be and nothing pans out? And if so, how did that make you feel and then what did you do to basically separate from the negative side of that and separate from people like that?
I had an offer to have a residency in Branson, Missouri by a gentleman that contacted me on LinkedIn. He
Mhm.
had good credentials, everything matched up, everything mapped out. And he, kept giving me details of this is what we're going to do over here, this is what we're going to do over there. And I trusted him. And I mean, to the point to where I bought a full wardrobe. I had my professional pictures made. I recorded more songs, wrote more songs. And I didn't know that this was just a dying wish on him. He didn't finish this before he got so sick. So it was that was a big letdown because we couldn't finish the project because he had some serious health issues.
Understandable.
And I woke up one morning and he's gone.
Right.
So I had to adjust with, and this explained why it didn't move fast enough because he was sick, but he never relayed that to me.
Right. And sometimes people when it comes to certain like things like that where they're like really sick and they don't know how long they have left, they try to keep that stuff inside them as well. So yeah, I can definitely understand that part right there. Like you say, you've been doing this since you were a child.
Mhm.
I've noticed in this game that a lot of artists want to get into this business, the entertainment business, because of what they see on television.
It's nothing like that. Nothing.
It's not.
No, you being a comedian, it's not. because it
Yes.
does work in those circuits in those comedy clubs are just as hard as working the circuits in, small venues and things. It is not glamorous. It is not all what it's cracked up to be. It is hard work. You,
Yes, it is.
because I know that with you being a comedian, you have to get to a certain place and then you rehearse your act and then you travel to wherever you are and do that act, and it's very difficult. And there's not, when with me, I have to pack 2 or 3 suitcases full of costumes. I have to pack makeup. I have to pack, everything I'm doing, and get my assistants packed, and they go with me. It is
Mhm.
very unglamorous until you step out on that stage with all the makeup and the hairdo and the sequins and all. So yeah, it's not an automatic. There's nothing TV. There's nothing on TV that is real.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I like to tell music artists, because I do deal with music artists, I do live comedy, and I tell people a lot, especially in the entertainment business and outside of the entertainment business. Networking is key.
Yes,
It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
absolutely, and who they trust. Because if you want, I mean, I have met the most incredible man in the music business just by chance. And he happens to own Slack Key Studio. It's Randy Coors. He's won many Grammys for being an engineer, a sound engineer, and his studio is just phenomenal. I never had an engineer say, I realize you booked 4 hours, but we're going to do this till we get it right. And we'll worry about the funds later, because I don't put out crap. I put out quality.
Absolutely.
And with that said, I had never been around someone that was that successful in the engineer world in 20 something years. So when I was intimidated by him, but he put me at ease, told me to relax. We're going to do this. You're going to get through it fine. Um, just, just pretend you're in the shower, sing away. And that record came out incredible. But with and now we've become friends, and he's introduced me. I went up there one weekend just to go and have a good time, and he took me to a bar out there and introduced me to all kind of musicians that were with the top name one acts and things like that. They just hang out in this bar, and he wanted to get my name out. Now you
Mhm.
can't ask for a better guy than that, and want
No,
nothing,
you can't.
you know. And he does that for a lot of his artists. He is just an incredible. I wouldn't use anybody but him.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that, is because, there's a lot of female artists that got the talent. And there's a lot of males out there, predatory males out there, that basically like, oh, you got to do this and that for me to help you. To
Yeah.
find somebody that's as genuine as Randy Coors, everybody, you guys don't know who Randy Coors is, please Google him. You'll find out who he is. For have to someone genuine, like you said, you got to have somebody you can trust. And for him to say, I don't want anything else from you, but he wants to see artists like Beth succeed. That is pretty much what this is all about. Is that I want to see people succeed. You want to see people succeed.
Absolutely.
It's not about the glitz, the glamour, and the money. When you have predatory people like that want
That's
to know,
key.
sleep with the artists and all this other stuff too, they basically want to break you down and take away from you. And then you end up crazy like Britney Spears and doing knives and everything else too. You don't want that. And this is, I'm speaking to female artists as well, whether it's in what type of genre of music it is.
Yeah.
Baby girl, do your research on people. Do your research on people and see if the research matches the actions.
Absolutely. But you have to understand too, a lot of people go into this business strictly on the fact of, I want to get rich and famous. If that's what
Right.
you're going into the business for, it's not going to work.
Exactly.
You have to
You
do
ain't
it
going.
as good. Okay, look at me. I am, like I said, I'm 61. I started this again in 2019. 2020, 21, accepted the Best Performance Award by an indie artist and Best Country Song of the Year for an indie artist in Chicago at Exposing Awards. And then I had another one. I had two more. So I've got 4 awards from, 5 awards from them. And I got the World Songwriting Award for When I Dream. But then
Mhm.
this is not what I set out to get rich and famous for. I wanted somebody to just appreciate the fact that I make them happy when I step out on stage. Some people may say, "Oh, she's out there with them short shorts on and then boots and hopping around like a teenager." I don't care if it makes you smile and it gives you a happy moment in your life, no matter what your day was earlier, no matter how your day you think is going to end. When you walk out that door from seeing my show, you're going to have a smile on your face, a tune in your ear, and you're going to be humming for a while.
That's
And
how I say it.
that's what
I,
success is. It's not the amount of money.
exactly. It's how many people you can make smile. And
Yes.
like you said, with my comedy, that's my goal. I don't care about the money. That
Right.
I can't take it with me when I pass away. What I want to know is that my comedy basically puts smiles on people's faces. If I made a difference in this world, if I made somebody's day that was having a bad day at work or at home, and they came to see the show, and basically it uplifted them and inspired them. That is, you're 100% correct. That is success.
Now, I'll tell you this, when I'm not singing, I am a nurse in a correctional facility. I deal with men of the violent nature,
Mhm.
murderers, rapists, drug dealers. But you know what? I make them smile and their day always gets better because they're not the same people when they came in as they are at the time I'm interacting with them.
Absolutely.
And if I can make those people smile just while I'm handing out meds to them, I'm singing, and it's got a great, acoustics in the jail. So it's like being on stage, and those guys, they're dancing. It cheers them up because they're so depressed already being in there.
Right.
And
And you basically,
not everybody in jail is guilty. And you're in jail because you're waiting to either be guilty or innocent. To me, they're all innocent until proven guilty.
proving guilty.
And
And by what you do, by doing it every single day that you're in that facility, you're uplifting your mental health. And that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand when it comes to, like you said, when you go out there on stage and you put a smile on somebody's face, or when I tell a joke and inspire people. It's
right.
the mental health of what people go through every single day. And we as entertainers, we're not there to get paid. I mean, that's monetary. What's long term is basically saving themselves from self destruction.
I've
That's what
had
that's all about.
I've had a couple of inmates that had opportunity to talk to mental health counselors and said, I want the nurse. I want the nurse. She takes time with me. She's sincere with me. She knows what, because I sit down and talk to them like a parent,
Right.
and I'm going to tell you right now, if I had to have a team of security, there's a long list of them that want to protect me.
Right. 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 Definitely.
I just laugh
Definitely.
when they tell me that. They go,
Definitely.
we got you. We're gonna be your security when we get out. I said, no, I'm good, but I appreciate the thought.
It's the gesture. It's because of what you have done for them. You've given them, that hope. Being
Exactly.
locked into a cell, you've given them that hope and given them that smile, and you are a godsend. And that's why, we're going to talk about this song right here called "Crazy Love." What was the inspiration to putting this song together and writing this song and recording it? What was that like?
Well, When I Dream was the first one out, and that was written about my fiance who passed away a couple of months before we got married.
Okay.
This one was when I started dating again, and was just, you know, so just reluctant, but open to to having another relationship, but still scared of it.
Right.
And so it's kind of my dad kind of laughed. He goes, "You've got so many innuendos when you're going from word to word. It's supposed to be a fun song, and that's what it is.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
a serious
Absolutely.
song and then a fun one."
Absolutely, everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the world premiere of Crazy Love from Beth Holli here on the Penny Murphy Project. Let's go.
The first time you came by calling, my folks were sitting around talking, and Jessie and me slipped out to the back porch swing. The smile was so inviting, his touch was warm and exciting. That boy could have talked me into anything. Cause the feeling was right, summer breeze playing my hair. Temptation strong, just too strong to bear. I had a feeling it was wrong, but Lord knows I just didn't care. I just couldn't get enough of this crazy love. Just couldn't get enough of this crazy love. Mama's eyes filled with suspicion every time his name was mentioned, and Daddy would have shot him if he knew what I let him do. Oh yeah, I didn't when he lost sleep, I'd go sneaking out again to meet him. Lord only knows what loving him made me do. Cause the feeling was right, summer breeze playing my hair. Temptation strong, just too strong to bear. I had a feeling it was wrong, but Lord knows I just didn't care. I just couldn't get enough of this crazy love. Just couldn't get enough of this crazy love. He was a more than willing teacher, and my young heart was eager to learn about love, and Lord knows he taught me good. But since he left me for another, there's been one man after the other, and I haven't found a man who loved me like Jesse could. Cause the feeling was right, summer breeze playing my hair. Temptation strong, just too strong to bear. I had a feeling it was wrong, but Lord knows I just didn't care. I just couldn't get enough of this crazy love. Cause the feeling was right, summer breeze playing my hair. Temptation strong, just too strong to bear. I had a feeling it was wrong, but Lord knows I just didn't care. I just couldn't get enough of this crazy love. Cause the feeling was right, summer breeze playing my hair. Temptation strong, just too strong to bear. I had a feeling it was wrong, but Lord knows I just didn't care. Just couldn't get enough of this crazy love.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was the world premiere of Crazy Love from Beth Holli. Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Wow. Oh, you are very welcome. How much fun did you have recording this song?
A lot.
I can tell. I can tell because you can go with this song. You can like listen to at you're at a bar and
Yes.
you're having fun. It's like you can have you can listen to this at a bar. You're having fun. You're shooting pool, shooting darts. You
This
can
is when
be
you
out
take
at a
your,
bike.
this is when you
Yeah,
put your sunroof out down and go.
exactly. And like you can hear this like going inside like a carnival or like at a biker bar. This is that song right there. Beth, I gotta ask you this, and like you said, you've been in the business for a very long time. What strong advice can you give, not just entertainers, but people in general, on what they want to do when it comes to pursuing anything they want, including the pursuit of happiness?
First of all, write down exactly what you want word for word verbatim. I mean, it in the most detailed fashion that you can. Write that down and know that when you fold it up and put it in your wallet or make a notebook where you write this stuff almost every day, when you get that, you live your life like it has already happened. When I was very young, people would say, "Well, have you become a singer yet?" And I said, "Oh yeah, absolutely, top of the charts." Well, guess what? I hit number one 4 weeks in a row with another song. So, and that's on the indie charts, which thrills my soul. Just that, to me, that's as good as Billboard because it's not some label designed for me. That was,
Right.
doing its own. But write down what you want and pray about exactly what you want, and know in your heart that that's what God's going to give you. And
Amen.
whatever you do, make sure you're not judgmental, you're not hateful, you're not downtrodden of anybody else and their talent. I mean, if I run into somebody and they say, "Oh, I want to be a singer," and then I listen to them and they tell me, "Well, I know I can't carry a note," but be encouraging to them. It's not going to ruin your payday. What does it
Yes,
cost? $0 to be nice.
that's facts.
Be encouraging. And if you encourage them to, for instance, you encourage them to be a singer or enter entertainment, they may find another forte in that, like management. And if you
Mhm.
encourage them, they may not have found that. So always be supportive of somebody else's dreams as well as your own, because you don't get supported if you're not supported.
Amen.
You know,
Amen. So
when
yeah.
my parents raised me, it doesn't matter what color you are, what religious background you are, what you person that or job you do. When it's nice to you, return that kindness. If it's someone that you don't know, just like the other day, I was sitting at the doctor's office waiting on my husband to come in for parking the car, and there was this little old gentleman sitting beside me, and he goes, "How are you?" I said, "Well, I'm fine, handsome. How are you doing today?" "Well, my knee hurts." I said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, that knee's gonna get better, and you just know in your heart it's gonna get better, and you're gonna be fine." And I gave him a hug when I got up to leave. My husband went out the door, and he goes, "Are you flirting with old men again?" I said, "All the time. You know that all the time."
That's inspiring. That is very inspiring, and it's so true to this day. Everything that you said is pretty much how we must live our lives,
Well, it's
and
not like
especially if
that
you have a goal.
nowadays.
No, it's not.
Nowadays, it's what you can dig into somebody else, how you can hurt somebody else, how you can cause a problem, how you can get known virally on YouTube by causing issues. That is not going to get you anywhere in life.
No, it's not.
You want to go viral on something, do something nice for somebody.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
you will benefit. You may not go viral, but you're going to benefit a whole lot more down the road than you are if you went in there and caused the issue.
Right.
And people don't live their life and are not really raised like in my generation was. Granted, we were the last feral generation because they had a commercial that said, "Hey, it's 10 p.m. at night. Do you know where your children are?" I know where my parents knew where their child was. It was on a bus at 14 years old traveling around the country.
Right.
So, but kids were self-sufficient then. Now
Yes.
it's mischief instead of success.
Yeah.
We were taught that you want to achieve success, you go get what you want in life.
Work hard for it.
Yes. It don't just come to you and snatch you off the couch.
Right.
Because
Yes.
you work hard at what you're doing.
Yes, I definitely do, and it comes from it comes from a very strong background, a family background. Especially watching my grandmother teaching me a lot of things. And what she told me was, get something behind your last name, besides your last name.
Yes.
It's a lot. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice that you will have to give in order to make it. And like you said, a lot of people want to go viral. They don't want to put the work in, and they go viral for the wrong reasons. And when you go viral for the wrong reasons, your 15 minutes of fame is up. And it's
okay. For example, Caden Gordon, which is my promoter. Caden.
Yes, I do. Very good man.
I have now promoted that young man to management because he's got all those radio stations. He's 19 years old when he started. I think it's 18, 19. He's got several radio stations. He's got syndicated programs. He's running a business. And he goes to school. He went to high school, and now he's going to college doing all this.
Yes.
And now he's building a website at BethHolli.com. He's working on that for me. And I mean, I'm very fortunate to have him on my payroll, to be honest with you.
I'm glad to be doing work with him because he contacted me in Las Vegas this year. I was in Las Vegas with my girlfriend celebrating her birthday on vacation. And everybody knows when I go on vacation, don't call me. Don't go on vacation. Don't call me. Unless it's family, yes. Family, yes. Everybody else, I'll wait till 2 weeks after I come back. Because, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You need at least 3 weeks to recover. Yeah. And he contacted me because he knows that I play artist music. And he contacted me and, we talked it out and basically we worked this out. And it's why artists like Beth is on the Petty Murphy Project is because of that young man noticing the work that I'm doing and what I'm doing for artists like Beth. And I talked with him and we talked to each other and everything else too. I'm proud of that young man. That young man is a blessing.
Yes. He called me the other day. I was at work at the jail, and he said, I know you're at work. I don't want to bother you, but if you had all expenses paid, would you go do a concert in Las Vegas or Atlantic City? And I said, well, sure, honey. No problem, Mom. I don't mind doing that. Okay, well, it's for Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez. They're doing a project, and they want you to be on this fundraiser with them. He didn't hit me for 3 days, what he said. But when it did, and for her to say, "Oh, Beth, you don't have to do anything. You can use my band." Okay. It was something that I had been manifesting, praying, whatever word you want to use, to make it to that level. And when you get a phone call like that from a young man that is doing what he does so great, that's what you do. So you surround yourself with good people that want as much for your career as you do.
You want to surround yourself with people who want to see you win as much as they want to win, and that is the key.
When I succeed, you succeed.
Exactly. When I eat, you eat, and I think that's where a lot of the entertainment industry, people that are in this industry, especially in the up and coming and in the underground, do not understand is that you have to surround yourself with good, genuine people. Like tell my girlfriend she's an R&B singer, which I can play her song for you real quick and let you hear it.
Sure.
And Kate knows about her too, and you can tell Kate he needs to work with her. I have to tell her that she was telling me how she's met all these different people and everybody's like they never come down. And I told her 99% of what's happened, 99% of that is your fault. And she's like, "What do you mean? You didn't do your research. You basically took their word for it and nothing happened."
Right.
And she said, "Well, how did you find your success?" I networked with a lot of people, but what I ended up doing was the ones that checking them out, making sure that they're what they're doing. I took their advice and I basically flipped it around and I built myself.
That's right.
And that's all it is. Yeah, like you don't necessarily need a major label.
No, that's nothing too. I'm not giving 98% of my stuff away to a major label. My dad created our own label when I was younger and putting records out, and now I have a label that we are working on getting the not rights, but putting the company together called Chelsea Station.
Yes.
So you want to if you were going to make your money, you want to make your money for yourself. Don't depend on somebody else to do it, because they'll help you make it and then they're going to help take it away from you.
Exactly. I do not want female artists to get Kevin Federline, okay? I do not want y'all to get Kevin Federline. There's too many. Look, that's what happened to Britney Spears. She had a breakdown.
You know what the best advice I was given by a DJ at KNOE, Monroe, Louisiana. That's where it was. I was 16 years old, and he said, "Little girl, you got a lot of talent. But if I ever hear that you let somebody take advantage of you physically, emotionally, or financially because you didn't do your homework, I won't play your songs."
Absolutely.
Sleep your way to the top. Work your way to the top.
Exactly. Exactly, Beth. And
it takes work. I mean, I have a book of addresses, phone numbers, DJs. I have a book of, these are informations that I have looked on the internet. I have searched. I have written addresses. I have paid to get the addresses and telephone numbers to talk to these people and email them. You have to put in the work. That's what I do on my off days from the nursing. Is I'll network, I work, I build pictures. I have, people, my assistants come over and help me. It's a lot of work. It really is. It's just worth it. And I go to bed with a smile on my face because I know I did it. I did it. I didn't depend on somebody else to walk in the door and say, "Give me $500 and I'll do it for you."
Right.
You have to accomplish what God only helps those who help themselves.
Exactly. And
that's the way I have always been looked at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
About Caden is he had some meetings in Nashville. I drove up for the night just to meet the man in person. Absolutely precious family. Absolutely most gentlemanly young man and knowledgeable. But that's another thing too. I was going to tell you. I had a conversation with somebody who happens to be on the road already traveling. And he made the comment of, well, if she did all this when she was younger, why don't she call her old connections? You don't just walk into somebody that you knew 40, 50 years ago and say, "Hey, I'm here. I want to do it again." First of all, majority of the people I toured with have passed. A lot of the promoters, a lot of the book read agents, all that have passed. They were in their 30s, 40s when I was in my teens. So you don't just go and people don't know you that took over their businesses. So you at this age, if you're going to make a comeback in something, you're going to have to start over from scratch and work your way back up.
Exactly.
Work your way up. Make sure you got a manicure and you ain't going to hurt nobody.
Exactly, Beth. And for that artist that I'm going to play, because I just got to want to confirm Kaden too. Her name is Danielle Deanda. She is an R&B singer. She actually just sent me a text message not too long ago. So I'm going to play her song. It's called "Wind It Up." You guys have heard this many times on the Petty Murphy Project. Beth Holli's going to hear it as well. Kaden, if you're watching, I got your message. I'm going to make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, here's "Wind It Up" by Danielle Deanda here on the Petty Murphy Project.
Wind it, watch me. From local to global, you know, amazing is what it feels inside. So peaceful, no need to run and hide. I see you shining down on me. Do you like what you see, baby? Baby, I hear you. I love what you say. I feel you. Hope you never go away. I can't stop. I never stop. 'Cause it's in my blood. Yeah. Bound to overflood. That's right. I won't stop. No. Now I'm ready. Oh, wind it up. Oh, wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Oh, wind it up. Oh, wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Oh, wind it up. Oh, wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Oh, wind it up. Oh, wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Excited is what I feel right now. My passion. I love having you around. Competing is what I do. Oh, I thought you knew. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Addicted since 1992. That's right. I show up. My goal is to intrigue you. I can't stop. 'Cause it's in my blood. Bound to overflood. I won't stop. No. Oh, wind it up. Oh, wind it up. Wind it. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Wind it. Oh, wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Get it now. Oh, wind it up. Oh, wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Oh, wind it up. Oh, wind it up. Wind it. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Music is what I love. I can't get enough. So I wind it all night. All I wanna do is wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Wind it. Wind it up. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Never stop. Wind it up. Wind it. Wind it. Wind it. Don't stop till you're ready enough. Wind it. Oh, I wind it. Wind it. Yeah. Never stop.
I
And
love
that was
That's another ride around with your windows open in the springtime show.
absolutely. I just saw you. I just saw that from you. That was Danielle Deanda's body. Not Wind It Up, everybody. What advice would you want to give Danielle as well, Beth?
Get in touch with Caden.
I've already made that.
And very talented. She has a very soft, smooth voice, and that catchy little, beat that you can do it. I'm telling, yeah, she's got a lot of potential.
Absolutely, absolutely. Would you work with her?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, that's another thing too. I do the Southern rock, pop, country, primarily country, but I would have an opening act that had something like her music, the R&B, the smooth. You've got so many people that listen to so many different genres of music at one time.
Oh, I definitely do.
My house, I listen to R&B, jazz. It just depends on what my mood is. But I have
Right.
a list for each one, and I just tell Google, which one to do, or turn the bows on, and clean the house that way. So yeah, I'd absolutely love to work with her. If she had
Absolutely.
work in Las Vegas, yeah, I'd open up for her.
Absolutely. And I just want people to know that I do listen to Michael Bolton. I do listen to the Backstreet Boys. I listen to NSYNC, and I have not lost my street cred. Okay, I just want to let everybody know that. Okay, I grew up listening to different types of music. I
Absolutely.
listened to the R&B. I listened to the jazz. I've listened to country. I've listened to 80s rock music. Yes, I love Def Leppard. Yes, I love Bon Jovi. I mean, one of my favorite songs of all time by Guns N' Roses is November Rain. I just got done listening to that. It's music is universal and it's beautiful. It's just not about Michael Jackson and Prince, and I love both of those. And every time the anniversary dance come, I cry. Why? It's because a part of my childhood died. But music is universal.
I was told you must just be country because you're in the South. Why am I country? Because I'm in the South. I got news for you. I listen to Kanye West too.
Now, which Kanye? Now, is this Kanye before Kim Kardashian or Kanye after Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, the real one.
But yeah, the real Kanye, because the other one, there is a new campaign slogan that I'm working on. It's called MECBA. It's called Make Kanye Black Again. We need him back. We need body. So yes, it's not Make America Great Again. It's called MECBA. Make Kanye Black Again. Everybody, we need him back. We need the real Kanye back. I don't know what happened to this one. This one got cloned. He got upset, made fun of Pete Davidson, and then he married a woman that looks like Pete Davidson. I don't know how that works.
I know that's true. Hey, yeah.
It's like, wait a second. Is that Pete Davidson? I just saw Pete Davidson in the Taco Bell commercial. What is he doing, Cat? Oh, okay. All right, Beth. Now, I know it's the holiday season. What do you got planned for 2024?
In 2024, my plans are to continue building my career as far as doing more songs, finishing my album, getting shows on the road, opening for Taylor Swift's benefit concert, losing all my weight, getting down to my performance size, working out, getting healthy, and feeling better than I did when I was 21.
Understandable. And what advice do you want to give everybody going into the new year?
Make your list, check it off as you accomplish it. Because if you see something in front of you, it's going to happen because make a vision board. I used to think that people were crazy when they said do that. And I did it when I was younger. My parents used to tell me, go make a vision board. I did. And every single thing happened. When I was looking for somebody to get serious with, my husband of 20 years, I had exactly what I wanted. I wanted a very polite, handsome, loving, faithful white worker, an office guy.
Right.
That's him to a T. And a supportive husband at that. That's what he is. And I couldn't ask for a better one.
Absolutely.
That's the best advice I can tell you is if you are surrounding yourself with people that are not supportive, I'll tell you, just like I tell the addicts that are in the jail with me, I don't care if it's family. If they're not supportive of what you're doing, it's time to separate.
Exactly.
Because
I do it all the time.
It's got to bring you down, and you're going to wake up one morning and go, well, they're right. I can't do it.
No, you keep pushing.
Nobody loves you like you do, and nobody supports you like you do.
Amen. And where can people? Go ahead.
I mean, if you don't have faith in yourself, nobody else is going to have it.
There he is.
I told my husband one time, I said, he said, because I was very heavy. I was a lot heavier when I met him. And he used to say, I knock on the door to come in his house or something. He'd say, he knew it was me. He said, "Who is it?" I said, "The best looking thing that ever happened to you." And he go, "Oh, it must be my girlfriend." No, it's self confidence. It's knowing what you want and working toward it.
Exactly, Beth. Exactly. And that's the same thing my grandmother told me as a she told me as a kid, and as she told my mom and her siblings. Get something behind your last name besides your last name.
Right.
But I've gone through this. I've been in the entertainment industry for 14 years. I've seen the highs and seen the lows. A lot of people claim to supported me. Many of them are still there. Majority are not there. Basically, what I did to basically get where I was at, I basically made a goal.
Yeah.
I made a premonition. I said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it happen. I'm not going to let my left hand tell what my right hand is doing. But when my uncle told me this was my second year doing comedy. This is 2011. My uncle told me that my grandmother's premonition was that one of her children or grandchildren would change this world and find success in what they do, and it changes the world. And my uncle looked at me and said, she was talking about you because I'm the oldest grandchild. And I was like, okay, so now I have an understanding of the premonition, which is my purpose in life is to basically do what I do, but do it in a wider span, because a lot of people don't know is that I'm not just a comedian. I went to school for journalism. I was there to do comedy. And I used to tell my friends, they're like, you need to go to the comedy club, do the comedy. Like, look here, dude. Giving me a microphone is like it's like finding the weapon of mass destruction that Bush couldn't find in Iraq. Don't do that. But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. It's because what it allowed me to do, it allowed me to basically come back full circle to where now I can basically do my journalism and my comedy at the same time, but also connect with different types of people in different walks of life. And that's what this journey is all about. It's about connecting with different type of people, just not what's around you. It's about learning and understanding. If you learn and you understand, you will be successful. And that's one thing that my grandmother taught me is learn something, understand it, you'll find a success. You basically take the two, you'll find the one. And that's what I learned. Now, Beth, where can people find your music at? And we're going to get ready to wrap this up. Where can people find your music at? Where can they find you on social media?
All streaming platforms, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, any streaming platform. The social media, we're trying to make videos to put up on social media, on Facebook, Instagram. I've got several on TikTok already. It's either at Real Beth Holli or Beth Holli Music. Those are the two ones that I use, the names that we use. But on any streaming platform, you have to type in BETHHOLLI because there's other people that have similar names.
Absolutely.
And one you shot, I'm standing by a tree on my icon. But
absolutely,
yeah, I was going to tell you that also, if you see it and believe it, you can achieve it, is so true.
Amen.
And listening to, and if you have more than one career in your life, like I have one that my nursing career is satisfying, my music career is satisfying. But you can always tell a good entertainer by the fact they have more than one job. I mean,
exactly.
He's got a singing career. He's got his own label. He has his own rum product, merchandise. He rents tour buses. He does all kind of things. That's how you become successful, is you don't just count on one thing. I hear people go, well, if I'm going to be an entertainer, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do this. Well, then you're going to be one broke individual and have no accomplishments.
Exactly. You got to have multiple, you have to wear multiple hats. People.
Absolutely.
There's multiple hats. All right, everybody. I want to thank Beth Holli for coming on here on the Petty Murphy Project, everyone. And like I said, this forum is open to everybody. I don't care if you're an artist, you're a comedian, you're a poet, you work security for Eddie Murphy, you're one of the Kardashians' boyfriends. I don't care who you are. It's also open up for influencers and authors as well. Submit your interview request to the Petty Murphy Project at gmail.com. You can follow the Petty Murphy Project on Facebook at facebook.com/the Petty Murphy Project, Instagram at the Petty Murphy Project, TikTok at the Petty Murphy Project, and also subscribe to the Petty Murphy.
I'm gonna subscribe to your social media as well. I think you locked up, Patty.
Real soon on the Petty Murphy Project. Take care.
You let Danielle know that if she gets some shows and she wants me to come out there where she is, I'll be happy to do it.
I will be in contact with her real shortly, and I will actually show her the comments as well. So for everybody watching here on Facebook Watch, I'm Petty Murphy, and I approve this message. You have been watching the Petty Murphy Project live on Facebook Watch and on YouTube.
And
Have a great evening.
I'm going to be connecting with you on all social media, and I look forward to talking to you again, Patty.
Absolutely, Beth, and you guys have a great day, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll see you guys later on this week, y'all. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.